Okay, let's think about this. Beyond the real basics, food, water, shelter, what does it really take to live a good life today? A fulfilling life? Is it just like checking boxes? Or is there more to it?
It's definitely more nuanced.
Well, that's what we're digging into today. We're doing a deep dive into what some experts are calling today's top 10 human needs to thrive. We want to unpack these needs, understand why they matter so much now. Think of it as getting the inside track on human flourishing, a shortcut to really knowing what works.
And it's fascinating, isn't it? Because thriving isn't just about, not having problems.
Yeah.
It's about actively cultivating well-being.
Yeah.
We're not just talking survival here. We're talking about what truly allows us to, flourish, expand our potential.
Experience life fully.
Exactly. So that means looking at both the physical stuff and the psychological drivers. They're equally important.
All right, let's lay the groundwork then. Our sources kick things off with the absolute bedrock, the physiological needs. You may think, okay, obvious, but the way they impact us, maybe not so obvious.
Precisely. These are like the non-negotiables, the resources our bodies and minds absolutely need just to function.
Right.
But here's the key thing that often gets missed. Neglecting even one doesn't just cause a single problem. It triggers this cascading effect.
Cascading effect? How so?
Well, it undermines everything. Your thinking, your emotions, your energy, it all starts to unravel.
Okay, so first up on that list, clean air. And it's maybe more complex than we think.
It really is. We focus a lot on outdoor pollution, but the sources really highlight indoor air quality.
Right. Stuff inside the house.
Yeah, from cleaning supplies, furniture, poor ventilation.
Yeah.
For many people, that's actually a bigger daily hit to their focus, energy, even sleep.
Makes sense. Then clean water? Simple, right? Drink water.
Seems simple, but it's fundamental to literally every process in your body. Hydration, yes, but also digestion, getting nutrients where they need to go.
Skin health, you mentioned.
Skin health.
Yeah.
Energy levels. It's like the silent workhorse.
Right.
Without enough clean water, the whole system struggles.
Okay. And then nutritious food. This one feels huge.
It is.
Yeah.
And it goes way beyond just calories for fuel.
How so?
The research points strongly to the gut microbiome connection. What you eat directly influences those gut bacteria.
Which then influences mood, immunity.
Mood, immunity, even long-term brain health. It's really about the signals food sends to your body, not just the energy.
Wow, okay. And the last of these foundations, sleep. We all know we need it.
We know it, but do we prioritize it? The sources really dig into specific sleep cycles and what happens during them.
Like memory consolidation.
Memory consolidation, yes.
Yeah.
Regulating hormones, processing emotions. Your brain is literally cleaning house and rebuilding when you sleep.
So skimping isn't just about feeling tired the next day.
Not at all. You're directly messing with your brain's maintenance crew.
So it really makes you think, doesn't it? When you look at your own day, are you really nailing these basics? Because that ripple effect you mentioned, it impacts energy, mood, clarity, probably more than we realize.
Absolutely. It's the foundation everything else is built on.
Okay, so once that physical foundation feels stable, what's next? What frees us up to think about growth, not just getting through the day?
Right.
This is where I think the blueprint gets really interesting. Personal security.
That's a perfect way to put it. And what's key here is that safety means more than just, locks on the doors.
Emotional safety, too.
Exactly. Emotional, psychological security, feeling fundamentally safe. If that's missing, a huge chunk of your mental energy is just tied up.
Like being constantly on alert.
Constantly vigilant, anxious. It makes it incredibly hard to focus on higher level stuff like learning or connecting with people. A secure base frees up that mental bandwidth.
Okay, that makes total sense. You can't build on shaky ground. So this next level includes safety and security, that basic feeling of stability.
Which reduces stress, allows you to focus forward.
Then privacy. This one's interesting in the digital age.
Very. The sources talk about it not just as physical space, but as a psychological buffer.
A buffer.
Control over your information. Who knows what about you?
Yeah.
But also just mental space. A sanctuary to recharge, think without feeling watched or pressured.
That constant on feeling.
Exactly. Without privacy, that mental fatigue just skyrockets.
And the third one in this group, autonomy. Feeling in control.
Yes. And it's not just about having choices. It's about feeling like you're genuinely steering your own ship.
Like your life's direction is yours.
Precisely. The sources connect this to self-determination theory. It's a core psychological need. Feeling autonomous fuels that internal drive, that independence.
So without these three, safety, privacy, autonomy, people might feel what?
Trapped,
Yeah.
powerless, exposed, just unable to really step into their potential.
It really makes you ask yourself, doesn't it? How much genuine space and control do you feel you have in your life right now?
It's a powerful question. It touches on your basic freedom to just be.
Okay, so we've got the physical foundation, we've got personal security and control. What happens then? We start looking outwards.
Naturally. We're social creatures, after all.
Deeply wired for connection. So how do the sources talk about that need, that pull towards others?
Well, first off, they stress that social connection is not a nice to have. It's not a luxury.
It's essential.
Absolutely essential for emotional health, for self-esteem, for resilience when things get tough.
You can feel that, can't you, when you feel connected versus isolated?
Definitely. And the neuroscience backs it up. Our brains are literally built to seek connection. Think about hormones like oxytocin, the bonding hormone.
Right. So the specific need here is called attention and intimacy. What does that encompass?
It's more than just being noticed. It's about mutual engagement, reciprocity.
Seeing and being seen.
Perfectly put. It's that deliberate building of emotional bonds. That's what reinforces belonging, validates your worth.
And thinking about your own life, those strong connections really do act like a buffer, don't they? Against stress, against adversity.
A powerful buffer. It's a huge protective factor for our overall well-being.
Okay, so physical needs met, personal security handled, social connections strong. What ignites that inner fire, that drive to achieve?
Yeah. What fuels our momentum?
What does the blueprint say about that?
Well, the core idea here is the profound need to feel capable, to feel respected.
It's not just ego.
No, it runs deeper than that. It's fundamental for confidence, for keeping motivation going. The research is clear. We need opportunities to feel effective, to master things.
Which leads right into the next need, competence and growth.
Exactly. This ties back into that self-determination idea again. Feeling competent, feeling like you can handle challenges, learn new things.
That's intrinsically rewarding.
Deeply rewarding. It boosts self-esteem, keeps you motivated from within, makes you more resilient when you face setbacks.
So it's about learning and evolving.
It's about that continuous personal evolution. If you connect this to the bigger picture, people can feel really stuck or undervalued if this need isn't met.
Even if other needs are covered.
Even then, this is often where burnout starts. That feeling of stagnation, like you're just treading water. Yeah. It taps into that basic human drive to become more.
Okay, so that brings us towards the top of this blueprint, what the sources call the highest level needs.
The transformative ones.
The ones that take us beyond just functioning well, towards something more.
Precisely. These are the needs that shift existence from just getting by, from survival, into a life that feels truly fulfilling, intentional, meaningful.
Gives you that inner compass.
Exactly. Especially in such a complex world, finding real satisfaction.
And those final two are purpose and self-awareness. Let's unpack those. Purpose first.
Purpose. It isn't necessarily about some grand world-changing mission, though it can be.
It's more personal.
It's often more about having a clear sense of direction, knowing what matters to you, having values that guide your choices. That's your North Star.
And studies show that can even impact how long you live.
They do, yeah. A sense of purpose is linked to longevity. And then self-awareness, knowing yourself.
Which sounds simple, but maybe isn't.
It takes work. Really understanding your emotions, your strengths, your weaknesses, your values.
Why does that matter so much?
Because it allows you to align your actions with who you truly are. To make choices that feel authentic, to live intentionally.
So you're not just reacting, you're choosing based on self-knowledge.
Precisely. You're making contributions that align with your deepest self.
So the sources basically conclude that when all 10 of these needs are met, or at least actively cultivated.
Yes, from the air you breathe, the water you drink.
All the way up to purpose and self-awareness.
Then you're not just equipped to live this complex world, you're equipped to truly flourish.
It's a complete,
really holistic framework for genuine human well-being.
Wow. Okay. That was quite a journey through those 10 needs. From the absolute basics, clean air, water, food, sleep, through safety, privacy, autonomy.
The foundations.
Then into connection with attention and intimacy, the drive for competence and growth.
Living upwards.
And finally, reaching purpose and self-awareness. It's a lot to take in, but incredibly valuable.
It really is. And the key takeaway, I think, is how interconnected they all are.
Right. They don't work in isolation.
Not at all. They support each other. like pillars holding up the structure. Addressing them together gives you that holistic view. It's about moving beyond just existing.
Towards actually flourishing.
Exactly.
So as you're listening and reflecting on all 10 of these needs, clean air, clean water, nutritious food, sleep, safety, privacy, autonomy, attention and intimacy, competence and growth, and purpose and self-awareness, maybe ask yourself, which one feels most relevant right now?
Or perhaps the most challenging.
Yeah, or the most challenging